welcome to Mentality Mode. My name is Kasiita Simon, and I'm so happy to have you again on our 4th episode. This time I'll be talking about choice, and the topic is, it is a choice, not who you are. Many times we categorize ourselves in different ways, like for example, we say, I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert. I am gay and I'm straight. I am this kind of person and I'm not this kind of person. Many times we categorize ourselves in this way, and we may think that, that is who I want to be, and that is who I am, and I cannot change. Many times we speak like that, but just because we don't want to open up, there are different reasons why we do this kind of thing. But because we don't want to find out why we behave in a certain direction, in a certain way, that's why we tend to say, that is who I am and I cannot change myself. Many times we hear people say, that is who I am and I can never change, you can never change me. In class, we have students who are saying, I am a stupid kid and I cannot learn. But just because you have not found a way you can learn, everybody can learn. And everybody can be taught. But it depends on the certain attitude you have about something. And how the mindset that you have about something and how we behave. In Mentality Module, we want to speak about how our mind really works. We set our mind according to how we want. We set our mind according to how we feel. Then we start categorizing. I am an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I am an outgoing person, but I am a person who likes to keep it to myself. I am a short-tempered person, and I'm a person like this. Always I want to categorize myself as a short-tempered person, but really it is not like that. Everybody is short-tempered. Everybody is bad. Everybody is good. Everybody is this kind of person. But people choose not to do that thing. People tend to think otherwise. We tend to avoid the way we speak and then the way we act. So when we categorize ourselves many times that I am this kind of person, then we behave that in a certain direction. When I was young, my mom, one time I said, I don't want to eat the Irish today, sweet potato. Then from that moment she said, my child does not like Irish. My child does not like sweet potatoes. So because of that, even me, I started to think, I don't like sweet potatoes. So whenever they give me, I don't want to eat. And because of that, I grew with this kind of behavior. Then I really hated sweet potatoes. So no matter how much I ate them, I did not eat. One time, when I went to boarding, I was given my own sugar, so that time I said, from today, I'm going to drink a lot of sugar. So I put 1 spoon, 2 spoons, 3 spoons, 4 spoons in my porridge. By that time, when I took, I wanted to puke. And then, from that moment, I said, I cannot take a lot of sugar. When I take a lot of sugar, I want to puke. That is who I am. But it was a healthy condition. Because of this, I cannot take a lot of sugar. Like, when I was young, I used to pee on the bed. And then, because I didn't want to pee on the bed again, I stopped drinking water. For a long time, in a day, I could take water like once. And when I take that water, is half a cup. So when I did like this, I saw, I'm not peeing on bed. So from that moment, I started being like that. So Just because you choose to do a certain thing, and then when you get used to that thing, does not make you who you are. We make choices, and we tend to say the choices that we made, that is who we are. That the choices we make define who we are and what we want to be. So you are never what you say you are, and you are never what you think you are. But you can be whatever you want to be in your life, as long as you choose to do or you choose to be that thing. Everybody is striving to be happy and comfortable in his life. That's why we make choices to that goal, to be comfortable and to be happy. So when I choose to be this kind of person, does not mean that I cannot be that kind of person. But just because being this person makes me comfortable, then that's what we want to be. Many times we are told you should do everything that you feel comfortable with. This is a very wrong teaching. We have what we call self-control and desire. When you see a car has an engine and a car has the brakes. When the engine is working very well, then that car can move. Yes, there are other conditions that are considered, like the tires are there and then whatever. But then this time let us talk about two things. The engine as the desire, and then the brakes as the self-control. No matter how good a car is, if it does not have brakes, will you drive that car? For example, there are two cars. This car is very nice outside. For example, it is a Lamborghini. And then we have tukutuku. Yes, a Lamborghini is very fast, it's very nice, but it cannot stop. And then they say, okay, choose of the two, which one do you want to drive? Do you want to drive this tukutuku, which is very slow, but you can reach wherever you want to go, and it has brakes? And then there is this Lamborghini, it's so nice, looks so attractive, and then it's too fast, but it cannot stop. Which car will you choose? For me, I'll choose the tukutuku, because if the car, no matter how good the car is, but if it cannot stop, then already I see my life is already dead. But this tukutuku, though it is ugly, but as long as it can take me wherever I want to go, it does not matter. As long as I reach where I'm going safely. So, this is comfortable. And this is our self-control and desire. You, according to how you want to be, and according to how you want other people to see you, you choose to say, I am this kind of person, and I'm this kind of person. Because what if I want to be comfortable in a certain, everybody wants to be comfortable. If we choose to be who we want to be, then we can never live with other people. The reason why we neglect our characters, the reason why we neglect our own behavior is so that we can associate together with other people. So that we can create a positive line where we can receive the light. For example, I was in a dormitory. You know, dormitory, there are kids, for them, those who want to read at night. And then there are others like us who want to sleep very early. And also, there are others who want to sleep early, and there are those who want, when they reach in the dormitory, they want to speak the whole night. So, in order to live with this kind of person, yes, you are the kind of person who wants to sleep early. And you are the kind of person who cannot sleep in noise. Is it really true? You see, when you are sleeping, in noise. So these kids, they want to read, so they want the lights on. Then others, no, we want to sleep. It is time for sleeping. Switch off the light. Yes, if I want to read, yes, it's okay, you want to read. But then there are others who want to sleep. So, and it is time for sleeping, and then you want to read. You cannot switch on the light to make very many other people uncomfortable just because you want to read. Then you have to think, I want to read, but others want to sleep. If they want to sleep, if I switch on the light, they will be uncomfortable and they will switch off the light. And then when they switch off the light, I will be very angry. And when I become angry, I will either fight with them or be uncomfortable. But then how can I live with this kind of people and be comfortable? I can get a torch. Let me use the torch. It will be lighting only in my book. Then others can be comfortable, then I can be also comfortable. But if we want to live with a certain, we strive to live with our own characters each and every day, we make the people around us very uncomfortable. And when we live with our own characters, we will continuously be fighting. You see, there are couples who are always fighting. Why? Because nobody wants to calm down. That is who I want to be. Why? Everybody has different characters. When you marry a couple who has different behavior and different desire and different characters from you, does not mean that they are uncomfortable. For example, if light is on and you want it off, what do? You switch it off. When you are using the AC and it is very hot in the room, what do? You switch on, make it cool. You adjust. But what do people say? No, that is who I am. I cannot change. That is how I was created. I cannot change. That is who I am. I can never be another person. I can never be the person you want me to be. Yes, you might not be whatever you want to be, but there is a way you can behave and I can be happy. You can adjust. We have that remote inside of our hearts. We can adjust. But because we don't want to, that's why we do not adjust. Not because that is who you are. Not because you cannot change. But that just because you don't want to change, that's why you cannot change. And then because of that, we tend to say, that is who I am and I can never change myself. No, just because you make a choice and that because you want to do something, that does not make you that you cannot do another thing. We are people who are created to adjust to a certain environment. You see, there's a country in Europe, they really look like Chinese, but they are not Chinese. You know, the reason why they look like that, because of the weather they were living in caused them to change. Their eyes became tiny because they used to reduce the light to see. So their eyes remained like that. Like this. As time goes on, everything changes. So when you walk, when you wear a certain shoe, that shoe will not remain the way it is. This shoe will reduce because of time. So when you want to change, you need to train yourself. You need to train your heart. Don't say that you cannot change. Just say, I don't want to train. Just say I don't want to change. But don't say that you cannot change. If you want to change, you can really change. If you want to change your heart, you can really change your heart. If you want to change your mind, you can change your mind. But never say that you cannot change. Just because you don't want to does not mean you can't. Just because you feel comfortable in the way you are doesn't make you comfortable. Thank you so much. We shall meet in the next episode. Bye.